everyone, and today I'm reviewing Ohuhu markers. Currently, markers are my favorite coloring supply, and since the markers I had before were not exactly the best quality, I decided that maybe I should get some new ones. And I thought Copics were really cool, because they are. But since I have nowhere near enough money or experience to buy them, I decided maybe I should look for some less expensive brands, and I found Ohuhu, so I got them and I really loved them. Ohuhu are more cheap compared to the other alcohol marker brands like Arteza or definitely Copic. It is $40 about for 80 markers, so that's like 50 cents per marker. And it turns out they also have a 160 marker set. I did not know they had that. Again, 50 cents per marker, so $80. I personally got the 100 set, and I'm very happy with the color selection. They also have Ohuhu brush markers, which are really cool. I have not tried them yet because I have the regular markers. And the brush markers are more expensive. It is about $1 per marker. So 72 set is $70. And they also have a 48 set of brush markers. The barrel is white with silver writing. The plastic, it feels nice. There's the chisel nib on one end, the broad nib on the other. But the caps, you can't put them on the other side. Just why? Why do you do that? This is what all the color looks like. It's very helpful to swatch your markers, and definitely do that if you get new ones. So now I'll be coloring in a picture with these markers. Since I have had these for a while, maybe a little less than a month, I don't believe I said that earlier. I have made more drawings with them, and I will show you some of them at the end of the video. And now I'll talk about these markers because that's what a review is for. So these markers don't sell individually, so you can't go out and buy a new one if one of them runs out. You have to wait till more colors in the set run out to buy a new one. And you also can't refill them. I actually only know about Copics which do that. I don't know if more marker brands do that, but you can't do that with Ohuhus. Again, you'd have to wait until a lot more colors in the set run out. Something I like very much about these markers is that they are very vibrant and pigmented, and I really like bright colors. But on the other hand, they kind of do lack in pastel colors, and I like pastel colors along with bright colors. So something I do wish they had is more pastel colors. I don't know exactly how much ink these markers have, but I think they do have a pretty good amount. They do have less compared to Copic or Arteza, but those are more expensive, so with Ohuhus you kind of get what you pay for, but they still have a good amount of ink. I've only had one or two run out. One of them I used a lot, the other one just kind of died on me, so maybe I got a bad marker. That's something to watch out for. You might get a bad marker. But other than that, they do have a lot of ink in them. At least for me, they do. These are a lot easier to blend than the other markers I had before, but I have heard that they do take more time compared to other marker brands. I think this is fine if you're a beginner because you would be learning to blend, and this is a good way to learn. And if you don't mind putting in the extra time to blend, then this is fine for you. I am a bit of a heavy blender, so I like to go over in coats a few times and kind of make the blending even. So it does take me some more time, but I don't mind this. So now I want to talk about the packaging a bit. You might think, what does this have to do with the markers? But you see, I like when things come packaged nicely. I don't know, it's just one of the things I like. And the Ohuhus came in a carry case, which I really do enjoy because I keep my markers upstairs, but I do my actual art downstairs, so it just makes it really easy for me to carry around my marker. And I thought the case was really nice, and it's definitely a plus for me. You might not really care, but I definitely like it. I probably should have talked about the color range when I was talking about the color swatching, but I didn't do that, so I'm talking about the color range now. As I've said already, I wish they gave you more pastels. There's nothing wrong with the bright colors at all, but I kind of wish they had added some more pastel colors to the color range. Of course, this is kind of expected with the cheaper alcohol marker brands. They don't really have a lot of pastel colors, so again, you kind of do get what you pay for. And it really is more of color preference. I prefer more pastels, but you might prefer bright colors and you might not mind that a lot. Something I do like though about the color range is that they don't really give you double colors. What I mean by this is that they give you like really similar colors. Because some marker brands, for example, they just give you like a ton of grays that kind of all look the same, or a ton of blues or greens that all look the same. And Ohuhu, they don't really do that. I did get a few purples that look the same, but it was only a little bit, so I don't really mind that as long as it's not a lot. I don't mind it a whole lot. This isn't really anything specifically about Ohuhu markers. This kind of applies to all markers, and it does depend on which paper you use, but you do have to work quickly when you want to blend, because otherwise they dry up and they become a bit harder to blend, and they can become more streaky, and you'd have to go over them a few more times. So now I'm gonna go ahead to a time where I'm more further into the drawing, and I think that's really all I have to say about the markers for now. Now that I'm almost done with the picture and I'm on to my final details, I'm gonna share with you my final thoughts on Ohuhu markers. I think Ohuhus are definitely worth it. I've had a lot of fun using them, and I think I've made some nice art with them. Whether you're a beginner or you're just looking to save some money on markers, you should get them. I would definitely recommend them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like it if you do. Bye!